During an interrogation, the detective captain suddenly noticed something. The criminal had clearly confessed, but now he suddenly started singing opera. At first, he thought the guy was just trying to provoke him, so he didn't pay much attention. But when he later reviewed the interrogation footage, he was horrified to find that while the criminal was singing, his hand seemed to be making strange movements. So he looked closer, and to his surprise, the man's pinky was tapping back and forth non-stop. That made him instantly realize how serious this was. Let's stop analyzing the case like this. If we keep going this way, we'll get it all wrong. Right away, he had his colleague zoom in on the footage and only play the part where Ding Shenghuo was singing. Look, what is Ding Shenghuo doing with his hand? He's keeping the beat. People keep the beat when they sing opera. Look carefully, he's using his pinky, and he's hiding it with his other hand. Hearing Captain Luo say that, the others immediately sensed something was off. The movement in Ding Shenghuo's hand wasn't keeping the beat at all. He was using Morse code to send some kind of message. But there were only 3 people in the interrogation room at the time. Aside from Ding Shenghuo himself, there were only Daji and Zhuang Wenjie. Daji was a cop, so he could be ruled out. That left only Zhuang Wenjie. But Zhuang Wenjie was just a student. Never mind what Ding Shenghuo would even tell him. If he really did send a message, how could Zhuang possibly understand it? After all, Morse code is hard enough for the police to crack, let alone a kid. Still, to be safe, Captain Luo immediately sent the footage to a provincial code-breaking expert, and also assigned an officer to watch Zhuang Wenjie around the clock. But after Zhuang Wenjie came back from the police station, aside from using the bathroom and eating, he just lay in bed without moving, as if there was nothing suspicious at all, so the officer thought they were overthinking it. What he didn't know was that Zhuang Wenjie was already planning something huge. And if you looked closely, you could see his right hand by the bed, rhythmically tapping the edge, almost exactly like Ding Shenghuo had done during the interrogation. Sure enough, while the officer watching him went to the bathroom, Zhuang Wenjie quietly slipped out of the hospital. Wait, Zhuang Wenjie is moving, but this was exactly the trap Captain Luo had set. He deliberately gave Zhuang Wenjie an opening just to see whether Ding Shenghuo had really passed him a message through Morse code. What they didn't expect was that Daji followed him for 2 kilometers, thinking he would find something big. But Zhuang Wenjie only bought a bag of snacks at a convenience store, then turned right back around. It seemed like nothing was unusual at all, so Daji started reporting back to Captain Luo. At first, Captain Luo also thought he might be overthinking it. After all, a student knowing Morse code sounded pretty unbelievable. And since the guy still didn't seem to be doing anything strange, Captain Luo was ready to call back the 2 officers watching him. But before he could say it, he heard Daji mention that he had followed him for about 2 kilometers. That instantly tipped him off. Daji, the hospital is in a busy area. Tell me, what kind of snack would he need to walk 2 kilometers away to buy? Clearly, Zhuang Wenjie had already noticed Daji following him, so he found an excuse and turned back. And Zhuang Wenjie's strange behavior that night made Captain Luo even more suspicious, because this boy was hiding far too many secrets. Whether he was on the side of justice or evil, no one could say for sure yet. Tonight at midnight, go to locker 9527 in the men's locker room at Zhulang swimming pool and pick something up. The password is 2077. Be there on time, or you'll never find out that secret. To escape under police surveillance, Zhuang Wenjie had already paid attention to the hospital's room check schedule and found a 2-hour window. He knew his chance had come. So the next day, he asked a classmate to bring a suitcase from the dorm to the hospital, and tonight, he was going to put his plan into action.